Road trip time. 1996. What were you doing in 1996?
Musicals in high school and in like 3 different choirs. I had just discovered drinking because I had just come back from my Europe trip where in Belgium I drank Corona beer because I didn't know any better. Belgian beer is some of the greatest beer in the world, and I was drinking Corona with a lime in it because I had seen that in a commercial. And I was not listening to R&B by this point. I was very much into alternative and rock. Like I had seen all of the big Canadian rock bands at that time, like Moist and The Tea Party and Our Lady Peace and I Mother Earth.
That's where you and I would have differed. This was my scene. Like I listened to everything, but I would say probably R&B scene probably a little bit more prevalent than others.
Right. I was dating boys in bands at this time, so no R&B, more like live music, basement parties, you know, little dive bars all around Durham region.
Wow, look at you.
Why do you think I could play the bass so well? Like air bass in the other video.
The bass. It's gotta be up here.
Up here?
I did not play it well.
Until you told me to play it up here.
Which is where it has to be played.
Clearly you've never dated a bass player.
I was in OAC in 1996. The king of high school. Not really.
But you were president.
I was like
Were you like the president of the...
I was the president of the prefects.
The valedictorian?
I was the valedictorian.
Sounds like you're the king of high school.
I think of you. I want to be give me a call, boo. That girl, ooh, that kind of girl. That's the kind of love. Give me your best Shaggy.
No.
I should start making my own tea.
Caught up in the trap and didn't wanna be. But I ain't a fool, I was one step ahead. I had to let go cause I was
Why do you have to look up such?
Because we've talked about this and you're like, I can't, it'll be too hot.
Yeah, this is, I don't know this.
Easy to sing like James Hetfield because he just always puts like a scream and shout. I think this was when Metallica, when they all cut their hair and then everybody got mad that they were sellouts because they all cut their hair. Now it's dead. Now it's dead. Good tune. Nobody's ever said that about an Ace of Base song except for you. Good tune. It's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. It's a beautiful life. Oh, oh. Good tune.
You know what frustrates me about the drive-thru? So they hold out the machine so you to tap, free to tap, right? Mm-hmm. As I'm bringing my card back, the tea is there. So I always feel so like rushed to put my card away.
Such a trying time.
Now I got to take my wallet and throw it down here because I can't put it back in my jacket because I don't have enough time to do that.
I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this right now.
And that's coffee. Kidding, no.
Did you see me? I'm like, who do I have to fight? I guess that it's time
for you to wake up.
What would that be like? Like if you said to me, hey, whenever I'm wrong, I'll tell you. It would be amazing. That doesn't happen.
I'm never wrong. When have I ever been wrong? Yeah, exactly. You put that volume back up because you know the truth. I want you back for good. There was one time where we thought I was wrong, but then we realized I wasn't.
In all of these videos, literally, there's 1 or 2 moments where I prove that you've been lying.
Not
wrong
lying
about something.
I don't lie.
Oh my god. You know what's funny? From up here, this is my mom's hair. My mom's hair. There's a beat and a drop. So took a little longer than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn around. You just turn around twice.
I'm such a baby, and the Dolphins make me cry.
Do you think it's
I really wanna be with
do you think it's like dolphins and like plastic in the water and the state of our oceans that make him cry, or like the Miami Dolphins, the team?
I think he's afraid of dolphins.
He's afraid of dolphins.
Yeah.
Response to fear is to cry.
Yeah. When you're afraid, you cry. You cry for everything.
The next song, Don't Cry by C.
Dolphins, seals. See? It's a theme.
This made the Billboard? Did you put on Billboard?
Yeah.
Top 100?
Yeah.
How do you turn your eyes? Maybe you might have had some advice to give on how to be insensitive.
You're pretty solid, Jenner.
This isn't 96, it's like 91. I was in grade 8 when this song came out. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I like the spots above the mirror, don't leave my keys in the door. Dreams last so long, even after you're gone. Like that's literally how she sings it. It's like 5 different voices.
I hated this song in 1996. I hate it now. What's another song that I hated in 1996?
What?
It's stupid.
This was definitely not 1996. Same with this. What is happening? We're so worried about us saving our souls. Afraid that God will take us over and he forget to begin. But who will save your soul when it comes to the business now?
Thinking about tomorrow and all pain and sorrow.
Mariah in the back?
I think Mariah did background stuff.
Listen, it's guaranteed Mariah.
It's definitely not.
I promise you it is.
Mariah Carey in 1996 was not singing backup
Babyface?
for Babyface.
Watch, just listen. This is Mariah Carey. It is. You know it is.
Absolutely not.
I can't wait for you to find out that it is. And then you cut back to when we started driving, when you discovered that I'm never wrong.
I wonder if she could tell I'm hard right now.
Try but I can't hide it. Oh, you're dancing real close. Makes me want you so bad, sexually.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
girl.
Step back, you're dancing kind of close. Feel a little boat coming through on you. The Beauty and the Beast was not 1996.
Girl, you are close to me, you're like my brother. Close to me, you're like my father. Close to me, you're like my sister. Close to me, you're like my brother. You are the only one I ever think. And I thank God that I finally found you. I wanna love you the best that I can. All I know, love will save the day. In this sweet madness, all this glorious sadness. And constant craving has always took your coat off and stood in the rain.
That's just dumb.
You are always crazy like that. You stood in my doorway.
Jacket, put jacket back on.
Nothing to say about some comment on the weather. Because he's standing
Right
there.
outside.
They read you Cinderella. You hope it would come true. That one day your Prince Charming would come rescue you. And all this time that you've been waiting, you don't have to wait no more. So
That's what I mean. Well,
Ain't no Casanova. I can love you like that. I do love you. I wish just around you. I just figure everything is cool until I hear it from you.
Again, I feel like we did this song in 1994. Were some of these songs still popular 2 years later?
I have given and got none. Let it rain on me.
It's gonna be very dangerous, but I'm gonna try.
If I hit the brakes right now, would you get angry?
Wanna be all alone. You think I treat you wrong, don't think
We should drive around and look for one of those historical plaques.
Really? Hootie, too much hootie.
How much hootie can there be?
In the morning when I get alone, and I try to figure out what I can.
It always used to make me mad that Gym Blossoms were huge and Toad the Wet Sprocket never got as big. Toad is a much better game.
till I fall away.
Yeah, 1994, 69 both backed up by the quarantine.
This is 1994.
Brown-eyed girl, come talk with me.
Yeah, 94. I feel like this was much earlier too. Like High Five, I feel like I had on cassette.
This is our time. We're what we're meant to be.
There's a party over here, a party over there. Wave your hands in the air, shake it there, yeah. These 3 words, can you get
What do you think is
say? Whoop, there
Like you
it
just don't
is,
care?
Hitman.
Whoop, there it is.
Can you tell me what it is they really wanna fly?
It's not a cappella. It says a cappella, but there's music.
Maybe they meant not capella.
Undeniable that we should be together. Yeah, one, you're like a dream come true. 2, just wanna be with you. If ever I believe my work is done, then I'll start back at 1. Yeah, you came and turned my life into this lonely heart of mine.
Good song.
You sing it very well. Never heard this.
Come on.
This is your night, shining free until the morning light.
Glow stick.
Yeah, exactly.
Pacifier around my neck.
Our love will grow, and your love will be right here,
Saving forever.
forever for you, baby.
Hi. I'm back.
I wanna rock with you, baby, all night long. Shake me, shake me,
Baby, baby, bake me.
don't need to say now that we found love, what are we gonna do
What are we gonna do
with it?
This was 96, you know.
You're about to be the
No
of
chance.
the sound.
Elementary school in this.
Yeah.
Hey! It takes 2 to make a thing go right. It takes 2 to make it out of sight.
I wanna rock right now. I'm rock bass and I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock a microphone.
I think we found our karaoke song. This is not 1996. I feel like someone made this playlist.
This is the Billboard 96. right?
Yeah, but those are made by people. It's not made by Billboard or made by Spotify. Somebody made it, and I think they were liars.
Okay, so that was 1996,
Was it?
but we don't really think it was.
We don't really think it was.
At least
And
we
not a
don't
lot
think
of
so.
the stuff that I listened to in 1996, like Radiohead and REM. It was a terrible,
It's a terrible
version.
version.
It was like grade 9,
Well,
grade
listen,
10.
I think you should write a letter.
Who made this playlist?
Oh, yeah, you were correct.
Yeah. I will write a letter to her. I'll find her on
This
Facebook.
is made by Abraham Velasquez.
Hey, him. I'm going to find Abraham on Facebook and I'm going to send him a message. Say, I feel like you're a little bit too lenient. Is this what
Also,
you
it says
listened
top
to in
100, but there's
1996?
at least 300 songs here. We're supposed to end this. We're supposed to end it.
Okay. Well, okay.
All right.
Love you.
Yeah, love you too. That was fantastic.
Okay.